So, hi, my name is Mauricio. In this video, I would like to show you how to install everything that you need in Windows in order to begin writing documents in Latex. Therefore, we will need first the Miktex distribution and an editor, and I will show you how to install the editor Texmaker, which is the one that I prefer. First, you need to go to the internet and then search for the Miktex distribution. So go to that page and here go to download. In this case, you can, well, depending on the system that you have, this is if you have a 32-bit system, then you can download this installer. Otherwise, just go to the other downloads, and for example, here's the downloader for the 64-bit system. In my case, I need that one. And after that, when you have downloaded that, so then you need the editor that we are going to use. The one that I prefer personally is the Texmaker editor. Yes, and here you go to download and Texmaker for Windows, and here only that one. Just download those two files and I'll come back to when those are downloaded and I will show you how to install it. Okay, so after having downloaded all these two files, the Miktex distribution and the Texmaker editor, you first have to install the Miktex distribution. No, sorry. Okay. Yes, then, well, as for every other program, you accept the conditions, go install it for everybody, just share it with everybody in your computer. Do the normal part. Here you can choose if you want to always use A4 paper or something else. For myself, as A4 paper is fine. And this option, installing missing packages on the fly. Per default, you have here the option that asks me first. I would recommend you to do here yes. So, of course, it's your choice, but the thing is that sometimes you will need some more exotic packages while you're working on something, and in that case you would have to go to the project, to the package manage system, and go there and install that stuff, and that may be for some of you annoying. It's not that complicated, but if you put here yes, most, I think not all of them, but most of the packages will be installed immediately as you are working on something. That means that within your new Latex document, if you need some package that has not been installed, and you call that package within the document, then while compiling, the package is going to be downloaded, it's going to be installed, and you will be able to continue working without searching for that package. So from my personal point of view, I would here recommend you to put yes. Okay, so continue and start the installation. Well, I think this takes a while, so I will come back when this is finished. Okay, this is finished. Continue, it's complete, closed. And now we can install the Texmaker editor. And here, agree, install. This should be actually quite fast. Okay, close. And you should have now actually this icon for the Texmaker editor, but if you don't have it, just go and search it. You can open it up, and this is the editor. Here you have several areas, and this area is the structure area, where you can see the structure of the code of the document that you are working on. This is the area for the code where you write everything, and the code written here is after that compile, and then you obtain a PDF with the document that you want to have at the very end. Here, first, I would like to show you how to create a very short test document in order to see if everything works fine. First, we're going to create a new document. One very first thing, so before I forget this, is maybe you would like to also have the editor in your own language. I don't know, German, Spanish, Italian, whatever your language is. If you go to Options and go to Interface Language, then you have all these languages. I don't know if your language is here, but you can choose whatever you have, well, what you prefer out of this list, and then see if you are fine with that. For example, this one is German. Okay. And yeah, we want to create a first document in order to test everything. This is for a new document. Here you write the code, which, if this code is compiled, then you obtain at the end the PDF that you want. At the very first, you have to declare what kind of document you want to create. Do you want to write an article? Do you want to write a book, a report, whatever you need here? And this is done with the command document class. And here, Texmaker gives you also automatic completion depending on what you write. And here, document class, we do not need any options which go in those brackets, and within these brackets you write, for example, article. And with that, I'm saying, hey, I want to write an article. And everything that goes between an end document, which is now automatically complete by Texmaker, is everything between begin document and end document is what you actually write in your document. For example, test. Okay. In order to compile this code, this bunch of commands, so we have to do that. Well, and the very first thing is that we have to save this file. I'm going to create a new folder, test document. Within that, my file is going to have the name test. It's a text file. Okay. And I would like also to show you where I'm doing all this thing. This is the folder, and this is the Latex document that I'm working on. In this file, you have the code which is needed in order to create the document. Okay, how do we do that? Well, for that, you need to compile everything. And if you go to Options, Configure Texmaker, and go to Quick Build, here you have the several options for the command Quick Build. Either with Quick Build you do that, or if you want to do, for example, that, and that. What are these? These are commands which it's a procedure of commands which are carried out while compiling. Here I want to create, from my Latex code, I want to create a PDF, and after that I want to take a look at the PDF. This is the command view PDF. And this is the default at the beginning, and this is fine for now. So later on you will need, this is I think usually that one. But with PDF Latex we are fine until now. I'm going to close this. And the Quick Build is can be used here if you click now here in Quick Build, or if you press F1, then you go through that and the code is compiled, and at the end you get to see the PDF that was created. I'm going to put in the whole page, and ta-da! Here you see test, and this is our first page. And going to the work folder, here you see our Latex document where the code is. Those are other files that are needed or are created while compiling, and this is our PDF which was created. Okay. I will show just, I think, 3 things that are maybe important at the beginning. So some people also like to have the PDF within the main window. This can be done with the PDF viewer of Texmaker if you embed exactly this viewer within the window. This is done with by checking this box. And if you do that, you get here an extra button which is called PDF Viewer, and you get this area. And if I compile my code again, F1, I get what? Again, I get to see exactly the PDF right there. And this is actually very useful because then you can work in the code and see what is going to be the result of that within the PDF. And for a lot of people, this is very, very useful. And if you want, you can make it bigger, smaller, depending on what you want. I personally don't like this, but this is, well, it depends on you. I like it more to have more space for the code, which I am working on, and taking a look at the PDF is in a separate window. And the second thing that I want to show you here is a very useful thing. This is especially when you're working in a very, very long document. I don't know if you have something 100 or 200 pages, and your code is 3,000 or 4,000 lines. And if you are taking a look at the PDF and you would like to go exactly to the line in the code which was created in order to build up the PDF, if you take a look at the PDF within the PDF viewer of Texmaker, and you go there and do now right click, you get those options. And this one is fantastic. This is a click to jump to the line. You can also do just control and click on the spot. And if you do that, and you go back to the code, you will be more or less, depending on how accurate you click on the spot, to the line in the code from which this originated. In order to be clear, I'm going to put that now there. Okay, I am right there with the cursor. And now I'm going to do control and click on that, and I go back, and my cursor is now here. Okay. As I said, so for a very long document with a lot of code, that is very, very useful. And the last thing that I would like to mention to you, well, two things, sorry, are more or less important. Here, this code here is encoded with this format. If you want, for some reasons, if you work with other people, it is very important that everybody use the same coding. In order to configure that, so if you go here to options, configure Texmaker, and then the editor, here you can choose what kind of coding you are going to use. Some prefer UTF-8, others ISO. Depends on what you prefer or what you need. Okay, but that's the place where you can change that. The other thing that is also very, very important is that while you're writing, so maybe you want to check also the spelling. And here within Texmaker, so you have the option here to embed also or use also a dictionary. Here I'm using American English. And if you want to change that, go there, and there you have a lot of languages. Well, of course, not all. I don't know if your language is within this list, but that's what you can use until now. Maybe you can go to the internet and also search for the dictionaries which you need for your language. Okay, but that's where also you change that. And if you change that, then the spelling, I'm going to write, I don't know, for example, there I want to write blue, and for that, it's okay. If I write that, hey, they are telling me, hey, something's wrong here. Okay, that's also very, very useful from the very, very beginning. Okay, so that would be for this video. I hope it was not too long, and I hope I could help you with this. So for the very beginning, for the rest, I think that there are a lot of videos in the internet where a lot of people have done a lot wonderful work, and they will show you a lot of different commands in order to get started with Latex. I think I will also do a very short video for creating a book or a thesis where you can also take a look at that. But only to show you what the basic elements for that is. So Latex has a gigantic amount of options and commands. So I would just like to show you the very basic elements. And the rest is up to you where to search for help. And always go and ask questions in the internet. So there are millions of people who have asked a lot of questions, and usually when you type the question, you will already get a forum with where this question has been solved already. Okay, so then at the end, I just have to say, so thank you for your attention, and well, bye.